Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am 𝐄-𝐊𝐿𝐻 and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, in today's video we will start reading with our next topic from our grammar syllabus. So the next topic that we will start today is determiners. So yes, in today's video we will start our new topic that is based on determiners. So one by one we will cover all the determiners, and first of all we will see that what actually determiners means and what are the words that are included in this category, and then we will see all the uses, all the different uses of those determiners, right? So in this manner we will cover all the determiners, and after completing this topic you will be able to fill the correct determiner in the blank, and you will be able to complete the sentence. Okay, so now let's begin our today's video. So first of all, let's see what determiners actually mean. So let's read. Determiners are the words that come before a noun. So this is something very important. Determiners are the words that always come before a noun. So determiners are always used for noun, and why? To show how the noun is being used, and as the name already suggests itself, determiner. So these are the words that actually tell something about the noun. They are the words that determines the noun. Okay, so yes, these are the words that come before a noun, and they are the words that tell us that how that noun is being used. So we are having some words in this category, and all these words are having their particular uses, right? So we will complete all these determiners. So the first two determiners that we will start today. So let's see. So first of all we are having some, any, right? So we are having two determiners here. First of all they are some and any, and now why we are having two determiners and why we are having this pair some and any? Because these two words, they are related in a manner, and we will see how. Okay, so first of all let me clear some things for you. So some and any, these are the determiners. They are used to quantify something, right? And they are the words that are used for both countable and uncountable noun. So till now one thing is clear, the determiners are the word that are used for the noun, right? अब हम सबने noun जो है बहुत डिटेल में हम सबको पता है. So we know this thing that we are having two categories like countable and uncountable noun. We are having some nouns that we all are able to count them. Those are known as countable noun, and the things, the noun we can say that are जो possible नहीं है जिनको count करना. So those words, those noun come in the category of uncountable noun. Okay, so आगे हम कुछ determiners ऐसे भी पढ़ेंगे. कुछ particularly ऐसे हैं जो कि only countable noun के लिए used होते हैं. कुछ ऐसे determiners हैं जो कि only and only uncountable noun के लिए used होते हैं. But now we are talking about some and any, and these are the determiners that are used both countable and uncountable noun. Okay, so let's see their uses, how we can use some and any, which are the different types of sentences when we have to use some and any. Okay, so listen very carefully and learn all these uses. Okay, and try to understand in a very deep and clear manner. So let's see the very first use of some and any. Some is used in affirmative sentences, while for a negative and interrogative sentence any is used. So why we are having these two words as a pair? Because we can see that there is a difference in these two words. Okay, so in the first uses we are talking about that difference also. So here we are having this thing that some, this is the determiner that is used in affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence means we can say positive sentence, right? So if we are having a positive sentence, so in that sentence we have to use some. But if we are having a negative or interrogative sentence, it means a sentence in which we are having not, or a sentence in which we are having one question and question mark at the end of the sentence. So in such sentences we have to use any. So this is the first difference between some and any. Clear? So I am repeating this thing one more time. Some and any, these are the determiners, and the difference is that some, it is used in positive sentence, so we can say affirmative sentence, and if we are having negative sentence, or we can say we are having interrogative sentence, so at a time we have to use any. Clear? So now let's see some of the example of this thing. So let's see, the first sentence that we are having here is there is some water in the tank, right? So here we are having water as a noun, and here we have to determine this noun, that is water. We are having a positive sentence, okay, and the sentence is there is water in the tank. Suppose here we are having one blank, so in that blank we have to write some. Why? Because we are talking a very positive sentence, it's a positive sentence, affirmative sentence. So here we have to use a some to determine water. Clear? Second is there are not any doubts regarding this matter. So here in this sentence we are having not, it means it is a negative sentence. So when we are having negative sentence, then we have to use any, and again we are having determiner before and before one noun, that is doubts, okay. So we are using any here in this sentence. Why? Because we are having not in the sentence. This is a negative sentence. This is an example of negative sentence, right? So this is the first difference between some and any. Some is used in positive sentence in affirmative sentences, and any it is used in negative and interrogative sentences. Next we are having the second use. So let's see. The word of a negative connotation like hardly, scarcely, barely, etc. in affirmative sentences make the sentences negative, so any is used. So now what we are having here we are having that this thing is clear, that if we are having a positive sentence then we have to use some, and if we are having a negative or interrogative sentence then we have to use any. But now in this point we are having this thing that it may be the case that the sentence is positive, there is कोई not नहीं है sentence में, but if we are having any of these words, if we are having hardly, if we are having scarcely, if we are having barely, so these are some of the words that make the sentence negative, because all these words are having negative meaning. So if we are having any of these words in the sentence, then also our sentence is considered as a negative one, right? So ऐसा नहीं कि sentence में सिर्फ not ही आपको देखना है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है if there is sentence में not नहीं है, but we are having any of these words, we are having hardly, scarcely, barely, then also that sentence will be considered as a negative one, and that in that case we have to use any in that sentence. Clear? So let's see some of the example. We are having he has scarcely any evidence to prove his innocence. So you can see, you can observe that in this sentence we are having no not, right? कोई भी not नहीं है sentence में, but because of this thing we are having scarcely. This is the reason we are writing any here, we are using any here in this sentence. Because of this word, this sentence is into the category of a negative one, and this is the reason we are writing any here, okay. So yes, we are having some of the words like barely, scarcely, hardly, all these words are having a negative meaning, all these words are of negative form, and whenever one of these words are used in a sentence, then that sentence is also considered to be a negative one, and this is the reason we have to use any in those sentences. Clear? Second, we are having here he solved the problems without any difficulty, okay. So again the sentence is having a negative meaning, okay, and this is the reason we are using any here in the sentence, and the complete sentence that we are having here is he solved the problems without any difficulty. Clear? Next we are having the third use. So let's see. Any can occur in affirmative declarative clauses with an implied conditional meaning. So now we are having one more use of any, and in this point we are having this thing that any, it can occur, it can come in affirmative declarative clauses when, if we are having conditional meaning, it means if we are having a conditional sentence and that sentence is in affirmative one, that sentence is a positive one. So in that conditional sentence also we can use any. How? Let's see the example that we are having here. If there is any rain, it will clear by day. So we all know that this is a conditional sentence because we are having two clauses here. The first one is the condition clause, that is if there is any rain, and second is the result clause, that is it will clear by day. So according to this point, if we are having a conditional sentence, so So any it can be used when if we are having implied conditional meaning. So any it can be used in affirmative declarative clauses, and this is the reason we are using any here. We are writing if there is any rain. Clear? Next one we are having, let's see the next use. Any can be used in affirmative sentences if it means it doesn't matter who or which. So again we are having this thing that any it can be used in affirmative sentences, but in what sense, in what manner? If we are having the meaning that it doesn't matter who or which, it means अगर हम particularly बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, if you know that person or that thing doesn't matter at all, then we can use any also in the affirmative sentences. So let's see some of the example. So first example we are having here, any student caught copying will be punished. So here we are talking about a very general thing, right? We are not talking about any particular student. We are saying this thing that any student caught copying will be punished. So because of this thing that you know that student is actually having no importance here, because we are talking about a very general thing, a thing that is related with all the students, right? And this is the reason we are using any here, because this is a positive sentence, this is a affirmative sentence, but in this sentence also we have to use any here. Why? Because here we are talking about this noun student, that is not at all a particular, and here we means that it doesn't matter who or which. One more example we are having here, attempt any 5 questions. So this is a very common sentence, right? जब भी हम क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व करते हैं जनरली इस तरह के इंस्ट्रक्शंस हमें मिलते हैं क्वेश्चन पेपर में, attempt any 5 questions. Again this is a positive sentence, right? But we are having any here. Why? Because we are saying this thing that attempt any 5 question no matter which 5, right? We are having total suppose 10 questions. So this is the instruction for all of you that attempt any 5. So again here in this sentence we are talking about one general thing. We are not saying that particularly these 5, right? So we trying to say that attempt any 5. So this is the reason we are using any here in the sentence. Next example is give me any book you like. So here also we are talking about a very general thing. We are not talking about any particular book, right? We are saying that give me any book of your interest, give me any book you like, and this is the reason we are writing any in this sentence. Okay, so listen this rule very carefully that any, yes, it can be used in affirmative sentences also. If we are talking about in very general thing, if we are saying that it doesn't matter who or which, so here actually this thing doesn't matter which book, because we are saying any book. Also here it doesn't matter which student, because we are talking about all the students, we are talking about a very general thing. Okay, so in this sense also any it can be used in affirmative sentences, in positive sentences. Next, moving on, we are having another use. So let's read. Interrogative sentences with modality expression in the sense of request, offer, etc. require use of some, not any. So now we are having this thing that some, yes, it is also used in interrogative sentence when, if in the sentence we are having these feelings, if we are having request, if we are having offer. Okay, so if we are having such things, such emotions, so in that interrogative sentence also we have to use some in the place of any. Okay, so yes, हमने पढ़ा है कि if the sentence is a negative one, if the sentence is an interrogative one, we have to use any, but these are some of the exceptions, right? So again we are having one exception here, that yes, in interrogative sentences also some can be used, but we have to understand this thing that in that sentence if we are having request, we are having offer, if these are the feelings, then we have to use some. So let's see the examples. Would you please give me some water? So here actually we are requesting this thing. Okay, so yes, we are having question mark at the end of the sentence. This is the interrogative sentence, but actually in this sentence we are having the request, and this is the reason we are using some here, and the sentence is would you please give me some water, right? One more example we are having, will you have some more tea? So here we are offering something, we are having some kind of offer. So when we are offering something, so again we will use some. So yes, this is also interrogative sentence. We are having question mark at the end of the sentence, but we have to use some. Why? Because in this sentence we are having some request, and in this sentence we are offering something, we are giving some kind of offer, and this is the reason we have to use some in the place of any. So yes, this is the exception, that if the sentence is interrogative, then also we have to use some if in this sentence there is some kind of request or some kind of offer. Next, let's see the use of some and any. With interrogative, some and any both used to ask questions. Some suggests the speaker thinks the answer will be according to the expectations of speaker, while use of any suggests that any doesn't project an answer which the speaker expects. So here what it means? It means that if we are having interrogative sentence, so in that sentence some and any both are the words that can be used, but what is the difference? अगर हम some use करते हैं तो sentence का जो meaning है वो हल्का सा change हो जाता है, और अगर we are using any, then also we are having a different meaning. So how? Let's understand one more time. If we are using some, so it means that the speaker is expecting this thing, that जो answer होगा that will be according to his expectations. But if the speaker is using any in that question, so he doesn't project an answer which the speaker expect. So let's see some of the example to understand this thing more clearly. So let's see, we are having host who is talking to the guest at a wedding. Okay, so if he is asking this question and he is using some, so he is asking, would you like some soup? So again we are having interrogative sentence, and in this sentence he is using some here. So most probably he is expecting the answer in yes, and the reply that he is getting here, yes please. But now hostess to the guest toward the end of the main course. So try to understand this sentence very carefully, because the main course जो है वो end हो चुका है. It means जब भी हम lunch लेते हैं, dinner लेते हैं, तो सबसे पहले हम कैसे start करते हैं? हम starters लेते हैं, right? फिर main course आता है, फिर हम dessert लेते हैं. So now we are having this thing that the main course was towards the end. It means जो main course था वो भी end होने वाला था. At that time the hostess, she is asking that do you want any salad or anything, right? Main course जो है वो end होने वाला है. She knew this thing that everyone has had their dinner, but now she is asking this thing. So this is the reason she is using any here, because she is expecting this thing that all will answer in no. So this is the reason she is using any, and she is asking this thing that do you want any salad or anything, and she is getting the answer no, I am full. Okay, so try to understand this thing one more time. I am repeating that if we are having interrogative sentence, so in that sentence we can use both the words some and any, but what is the difference? If we are using some, then most probably we will have the answer in affirmative, we will have a positive answer like yes, and if we are using any in that interrogative sentence, then most probably we are expecting that the answer it will be in no. So according to that, here we are having the sentences. In one sentence we are having some, because here the speaker was expecting the answer in yes, and here we are having any, because here the speaker was expecting the answer in no, because she knew that the main course was about to end, and at that time she is asking this thing that do you want any salad or anything. Next, moving on, let's see negative interrogative structure with some confirm the positive yes answer expectation of the speaker, while negative interrogative with any suggests the negative expectation of the speaker. So now let's see, we are having one more structure of the sentence, and now this time we are having both the thing in our sentence. There is a not also, there is a question word also, at the end there is a question mark. So such sentences are known as एज नेगेटिव इंटेरोगेटिव स्ट्रक्चर. इट मीन्स एक ही सेंटेंस में नॉट का भी यूज है और उसी सेंटेंस में वी आर हैविंग क्वेश्चन ऑल्सो. सो यू नो दोनों ही चीजें उस सेंटेंस में है. सो सच सेंटेंसेज आर नोन एज नेगेटिव इंटेरोगेटिव sentences, or we can say negative interrogative structure. So if we are having such sentences and in that sentence if we are using some, so it confirms the positive yes answer, the same thing that we have discussed in the last point also, right? So the same thing we are having here. If we are having negative interrogative structure and in that structure if we are using some, it means the speaker is expecting a positive reply. But if the speaker is using any, it means he is expecting negative reply. He is expecting a reply that is in a no. So let's see the example of this thing. Wasn't there some trouble in this village last year? So observe the structure very carefully. In the sentence at the end we are having question mark, it means it is an interrogative sentence, and we are having wasn't, it means we are having was not, it means this is a negative sentence also. So this is the example of negative interrogative structure. And we are having some here, so it means the speaker knew this thing that last year there was some trouble in the village, and this is the reason he is using some here, because he is expecting the answer in yes, because he knew this thing that actually last year there was something wrong in the village, and this is the reason he is using some here. But in the second example we are having, don't you want any juice? So again we are having a question mark at the end of the sentence. We are having don't means do not, we are having not also. So this is also the example of negative interrogative structure. But here we are having any, because here speaker knew this thing, he was very much aware with this thing that you know he will get the answer in no. So this is the reason he is using any here. Okay, so this is very easy also, बस हमें ये ध्यान में रखना है that if we are having some, it means the speaker is expecting the answer in yes, and if the speaker is using any, it means he is expecting the answer in no. Right? So these are the different uses of some and any. The basic difference is that some is used in positive sentence and any is used in negative or interrogative sentence. But yes, we are having so many exceptions also that we have discussed already, that if the sentence is interrogative but in that sentence we are having request and offer, then also we have to use some, and many more exceptions that we have discussed. We have seen so many examples also. So all these are the uses of some and any. I am sure that all the different uses are clear to you all, and now we are having some of the practice exercises. We are having some of the sentence in which we are having the blanks. We have to read the sentence very carefully, we have to observe the structure of the sentence, and then we have to fill the blank, we have to complete the sentence. So let's see the exercise. Let's do the revision part. Let's revise the complete thing, let's revise the complete topic here. So we are having the sentences, we are having the blank, we have to fill the blank, and the options that we are having are some and any. Okay, so let's read the first one. We don't have eggs, so we can't make an omelette. So we are having a very simple negative sentence. We are having that we don't have eggs. So in this blank we will write any here. And the sentence will be, we don't have any eggs, so we can't make an omelette. Second is, he likes sugar in his coffee. So it's a very simple affirmative sentence. In the blank we will write some, and the answer will be, he likes some sugar in his coffee. Next sentence is, there are beautiful pictures in the book. So here we are talking about some book we are having, and we are saying that in that book there are some beautiful pictures. So it's a very easy structure, but we are having a very simple positive sentence. So we will use some here, and the sentence will be, there are some beautiful pictures in the book. Next sentence is, are there new students in your class? At the end of the sentence we are having question mark. It means this is an interrogative sentence, and because of this reason this is an interrogative sentence, we will use any here in this blank, and the answer will be, are there any new students in your class? Next sentence is, I am hungry. I want to eat fruits. So here the first sentence that we are having here, that is a complete sentence. In that we are having I am hungry. Next the speaker is adding this thing, I want to eat fruits. So he is saying I want to eat some fruits. Next one is I don't see books on your table. So it's a negative one and the speaker is saying that he is unable to see any book. So there is not any book on the table. So the speaker is saying that I don't see any books on your table. Next is, are there apples left? Yes, there are. So in this sentence we are having two different sentences and we are having two blanks. So we have to fill both the blanks. So let's read the first one. The first sentence is, are there apples left? At the end of the sentence there is a question mark. So this is the interrogative sentence. So in this sentence, first of all we will write any here. Okay, let's change the color. So here first of all we will write any. So the sentence will be, are there any apples left? So this is the question and the answer is yes, there are. So when the answer we are having here, yes, there are. So here we will write some and we are saying that yes, there are some apples left. Okay. So try to understand this the structure of the sentence very carefully. In the first sentence we are having interrogative sentence. We are having one question. This is the reason we are using any here and we are saying are there any apples left, and then we are having the answer of this question. This is the reason we are using some here and we are saying that yes, there are some. Clear? Moving on. Next sentence that we are having here is, there aren't flowers in my garden. So again we are having a negative sentence. We are having aren't, that is are plus not. So it's a negative sentence. So we will write here any. And this sentence will be, there aren't any flowers in my garden. Next sentence is, I can see children building a snow castle outside. So it's a very simple positive sentence. So we will write here some. And the sentence will be, I can see some children building a snow castle outside. Next sentence is, do you want milk in your coffee? So here we are having the interrogative sentence. We are having one question mark at the end of the sentence. But read the sentence again. Read the sentence carefully. We are having, do you want milk in your coffee? So here we are offering something. We are offering more milk, right? And this is the reason that we are having some kind of offer, that we will write here some. Right? Yes, we are having interrogative sentence, but we are using some here. Why? Because in this sentence we are having some offer. We are offering milk to someone in his coffee. This is the reason we are using some here, and the sentence will be, do you want some milk in your coffee? So you know ये चीजें बहुत अच्छे से आपको learn करनी है. That yes, we are having interrogative sentence, but in this sentence we are having offer. This is the reason we are using some here. We are not using any. The right answer will be some. Next one is, do you have questions? So yes, this is a simple interrogative sentence. Do you have questions? So here our answer will be any. Do you have any questions? Next is, there isn't money left in my wallet. Isn't means is plus not. So it's a negative sentence. So we will write here any. There isn't any money left in my wallet, right? And now we will do some more practice, some more exercises, some more sentence we are having here. So let's see, now we have to choose some or any. We are having the sentence and we are having both the options. We are having some also, we are having any also, and we have to tick one the correct option. Okay, so let's see. There is milk in the fridge. So it's a very simple positive structure, and we are saying that yes, at this moment in the fridge we are having some milk. So in this sentence our answer will be some, and the sentence will be, there is some milk in the fridge. Second is we don't need floor. So here we are having don't means do plus not. So we are having a negative sentence, and because of this reason here we will choose any as the answer, and the complete sentence will be we don't need any floor. Next is can I have water please. So here we are having interrogative sentence, we are having question mark at the end of the sentence, but after observing the sentence very carefully we can see this thing that in this sentence we are having a request, we are requesting something, and we actually we want some water, so we are requesting for the water, and this is the reason here our answer will be some. Despite of this fact that this is an interrogative sentence, the reason is that in this sentence we are having the request, so we will choose some here, and the sentence will be can I have some water please. Next is are there eggs in the fridge. So it's an interrogative sentence, we are asking something, so here we will use any here, and the sentence will be are there any eggs in the fridge. Next one is there are cats in the garden. It's a simple positive one. So here we will choose some as the option, and the sentence will be there are some cats in the garden. Next is would you like chocolate. So yes, we are having question mark at the end of the sentence, but in the sentence we are offering chocolate, we are giving the offer, right? And because of this reason here our answer will be some, and the sentence will be would you like some chocolate. Next sentence is I don't have money. So here don't means do plus not, is a negative sentence, so our answer will be any, and the sentence will be I don't have any money. Next is there aren't oranges on the table. Again a very simple negative sentence, aren't we are having, that is are plus not. So because of this reason we will choose any here, and the sentence will be there aren't any oranges on the table. Next is have you got brothers or sisters. So here we are having interrogative structure, we are asking one question, so this is the reason we will choose any here, and the sentence will be have you got any brothers or sisters. Next is I am lonely, I don't have friends. So here the first sentence that we are having here is I am lonely, and in the second sentence we are having do plus not, we are having a negative sentence, and this is the reason we will choose any here, and the sentence will be I am lonely, I don't have any friends. Next is there are parrots in the cage. It's a very simple positive structure, so we will choose some here, and the sentence will be there are some parrots in the cage. Next is can I have more tea please. So yes, we are having question mark at the end of the sentence, but in the sentence we are requesting something, we are requesting for more tea, and this is the reason we will choose some here, we will choose this option, that is some, and the proper sentence structure will be can I have some more tea please. Next is there is money in my wallet. It's a simple positive structure, we will choose some, and the sentence will be there is some money in my wallet. Next one is we haven't got bananas. Haven't is have plus not, it's a negative structure, so we will choose any here, and the sentence will be we haven't got any bananas. Next is would you like sugar in your tea. So here we are offering something, we are offering more sugar, and this is the reason that we are having offer in the sentence, we will choose some as our option, and the sentence will be would you like some sugar in your tea. Next is I have news for you. It's a very simple positive structure, we will choose some here as our answer, and the sentence will be I have some news for you. Okay, so this is all about some and any. These are our first two determiners, and just remember all these things that we have discussed here. Some and any, they can be used for both countable nouns and uncountable nouns as well. The basic difference is that some is used for positive sentence and any is used for negative or interrogative sentence, but we have discussed so many exceptions also when in interrogative sentence also we have to use some, and in positive positive sentences also we have to use any, right, when we are having some particular words like hardly, scarcely, barely, right. So we have discussed all these things and we have seen so many examples. So now I am sure that these two determiners, some and any, they are very much clear to you all, and the different uses when these two determiners they are used, that is also clear to you all. And in the next video we will continue with our determiners. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.